Okay, we're back again with the third video on our first day in a series of videos that I'm making to help you to evolve, to elevate, and to ascend upon a spiritual journey that we're all going to be taking. For those of you who haven't begun already, well, get ready because it's coming whether we like it or not. So with that, I mentioned in the first video that I was going to cover something that wasn't taught to me. Sorry, I'm making some adjustments here real quick. Okay. A word that passed me by in my youth, which is very unfortunate, but oftentimes when you're chosen, and we'll talk about that in another time. So make no mistake, like, let's not get conceited here. Oh, she's chosen. Oh, she's not chosen. Irrelevant. Going back to the point. So oftentimes when you're chosen, it's my understanding that you have a really shitty life. Very bad things happen. You get resistance all the time. People take advantage of you, gaslighting, manipulating, narcissism, etc., etc. And so somehow, throughout my childhood and my life, I was never taught this word, discern. Now, I went through most of my life wearing rose-colored glasses. You can call it a faux pas, a flaw, a weakness. She's too sensitive, whatever you want to call it. But you know what? It's part of who I am, and I claim it. And then comes the word discern. At the age of 50, angels stepped in. I call them angels. They can be referred to as angles of light. In other words, something that shines a light on something so that you have a light bulb moment and go, oh, God, I get it. I get it. That's called an epiphany or a light bulb moment. Discern. Angels popped in and they went, you know what, honey, you get walked all over and we've had enough of this. Your guardian angel is going to be a drunk and totally toxic by the time that angel is done with you. We're going to wake you up. And I began to learn about what I call the art of discernment, which is to determine through assessment, personal assessment, internalizing, feeling, and judging. We'll get to that later too. Pardon me. To discern or to assess through assessment, through analysis and assessment of your own without influence, that which serves the greatest good of yourself and others in equal balance, give and take, and reciprocity, which means on the scales of balance, and we spoke about Ma'at or Mott, the balanced scales of justice, the golden scales of justice, is what you're doing fair across the board? Is it just? Is it balanced? And is there reciprocity? Are you giving more than you're receiving? Are you over giving? Are you a people pleaser? Those things aren't healthy. And I didn't know better. I was trained to be a Cinderella, if you will. She's never going to be good enough. She's never this, she's never that. And when you don't know what you don't know, you don't know. So the art of discernment is to determine through personal assessment and analysis that which serves the greatest good of yourself and others in equal balance, give and take, and reciprocity. Am I receiving as well as giving? And is it balanced? Is it fair? And does it work in the best interest of all people, or just me, or just them? Or is it leaning more to the left, more to the right? If it's not balanced, now we're going to talk about karma. There is this thing called karma and this thing called dharma. Karma is a lesson, or a new word I call a blessing, which is a lesson that turns into a blessing. So if you want the blessing, you desire the blessing, you have to complete the lesson, just like graduating from kindergarten to first grade, and first grade to second grade, and second grade to third grade, not being held back. Evolution is a process. And in order to ascend and elevate and level up, you have to do the work. And it starts with first learning that you have a divine sovereign birthright to discern and decide. Free will, 444 on the timestamp. 444 is protection, but it's also my angel number. I am what's called an ascended master of foundations. My job is to teach you, if you're willing to learn, how to solidify your foundation, fill in the potholes, get out of the quicksand, and get through the tough stuff without falling to pieces. The art of discernment, to determine through internalizing, which means taking a minute to be still and know, maybe in isolation, away from influence, to internalize, to feel it, which means an open heart. You can't have your heart in a titanium silo and think for one moment that you can feel anything, and you can't be out of balance and have success. It's against universal law. 5:44 on the clock. 5 is change. 44 foundations also equals 8, which is abundance. Abundance is your birthright. And we'll leave it there. My first channel, Coach Suze 444. This present channel is Hey Suze 444. Email me. You need a question answered? Email me. You have something that you want to suggest? Email me. And by the way, if you hear music in your head and you are a part of my collective, if you will, I refer to myself as DJ Universe. And I provide what's called a spirit pick, oftentimes multiple times through the day. It is a literally telepathic broadcast. We'll teach you more about that later too. In the meantime, sending all of you love and light, and blessed be.